What it is, man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
All right, man. Canelo Alvarez says he is now going vegan. He's mainly sticking to a vegan diet. Now, does that mean, like, when you say mainly, does that mean he 100% vegan? I don't know. I mean, I bet it's a large percent of people who claim to be vegan that's not. All right. We see all these vegans who bigger than people who eat meat. Right. So, so he's on me way too much. 300%. There we go. So it says Canelo has revealed that he is now mainly sticking to a vegan diet in training camp for Dmitry Bivol on May 7th. Quote, I feel very good. My body has adapted very well. I feel strong. My stomach is very good. I highly recommend it, right? So Tim Bradley used to go vegan at the end of his career for his training camps. He remained a vegan just for camp, whatever his camp was, 6, 8, 9, 10 weeks. That's kind of like, his thing he did at the end of his career. Bernard Hopkins, for boxers, he is an advocate against going vegan. He warns fighters not to go vegan, for fights. And, at the end of the day, bro, let's kind of see exactly what vegan is, all right? So there's no confusion about what we're talking about. So let's pull this up. So it says veganism is that a thing? Veganism is a philosophy and a way of living which seeks to exclude as far as it is possible and practicable. What is that? Practicable, whatever, participable, excuse me, all forms of exploitation of and cruelty to animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose, and in extension promotes the development and use of animal-free alternatives for benefit of animals and humans, right? And so basically, you don't eat nothing that don't come from you don't eat anything that comes from an animal, beef, milk, cheese. You have to go to alternative with tofu and vegan cheese and all that stuff, right? Well, tell that to my whole philosophy. As part of it is tell that to the animals. Tell that to the animals that that kill other animals. That's my thing. Tell that to animals that kill other animals. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's just my point about it, right? Now, like I said before, his thing. So, he said mainly a vegan diet. So what do that mean? He probably eating something that come from an animal. Still. All right. So, I mean, like I said before, and also it's expensive. And most people don't even like to spend money on food. On real good food. They go buy some bullshit, this, that, and it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. So, like I said before, whatever works for you, because it's a lot of vegans around here big as hell too. Claim to be vegans. There's a lot of people that lose weight when they go vegan. But the question is, financially, do you have the money to live that lifestyle? And I guess when you do cut back on going out to eat, you should have the money. How many places don't use butter? You go to Behinds, they use the butter to cook the rice. So if you're using butter, the milk from the butter come from whatever, milk from the butter come from a cow, can't eat it. Cheese, can't eat it. Right? And most people associate that with living longer, but it's a lot of people that live longer who didn't live a vegan lifestyle, just making your body more efficient. I would guess, but like I said before, it's a lot of people that claim to be vegan that's big as hell. And anything too much of a good thing is a bad thing. However you look at it, if you eat 100 apples a day, you're gonna be big as hell. So at anything, everything in moderation. But It's not just being meat. It's just not going without meat. Not eating meat and being vegan is kind of two different things because you still can get eggs from an animal, from a chicken, an ostrich, whatever they get eggs from. So it's a different thing. But Bernard Hopkins said this a couple years ago. He said Bernard Hopkins warns squirting fighters don't go vegan, right? Boxing great Bernard Hopkins is a full-fledged vegan now and has a message for any current and competing fighter who wants to try the lifestyle. Don't do it, fam. Don't get it wrong. B Hoppy told us he feels great when we got him looking slim and trim at the LAX, saying he's been a vegan for around 15 months and he's digging it. Quote, I feel more energy now working as I am now with TV and Golden Boy Promotions. And this is back to 2019, by the way. And what I'm out here now for. So, yeah, I feel great. Sounds good. But when we asked him if it going meatless, which is not just about going meatless, it's something Hop wishes he could have done while he was still in the ring. He kept it a buck as out as only a Philly bull could. Quote, hell no, no. Not while you're fighting, not while you are active, putting a strain on your body because it's really too much. There you go. He said, quote, we should say there are tons of fighters like Nate Diaz is a weed vegan who on the diet and they seem to do just fine. But when you hear Bob Hopkins talk about it, he seems pretty freaking sure. He said, by the way, Hopkins ever the promoter says that he has a venue for that's back in the day, right? So he said no. And that's his opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's his opinion. Um, because when you go vegan, bro, it's hard enough to get the nutrition, the perfect nutrition, while you out here living whatever lifestyle you live in, pescatarian, vegan, meatless, whatever you're doing, a regular diet, you know, it's harder enough living that lifestyle, trying to get the proper, protein, trying to get the proper and the clean carbohydrates and all that. So you vegan, you getting something that's like it. You're getting some. So you really not getting the full, thing. That you got to eat more beans. You got to make sure your vitamins good. You got to make sure your vitamins is the right vitamins, and this, you got to find other stuff to help absorb the body. Nobody can keep up with that every day. So you talking about the financial lifestyle is, you got to eat 6 to 8 meals, small meals a day, probably. You got to eat the vitamins. You got to find, ways to absorb it. You know what I'm saying? Your energy level just shift. It's a big change in your body. If you just, it's a big change in your body to changing around. You got money, you can do it, but finding the right energy balance. Really, you recalibrating your body to do something that it hadn't done before. So that's something to think about. It's financially taxing. You probably got to eat more spinach. You got to eat all that. You got to get protein. Where do you get it from? You got to find ways to find shit. They got hemp in it. So that's just his opinion on it. And Canelo said he feeling great. Of course you're gonna feel great. Of course you're gonna slim down. You know what I'm saying? All that type of stuff. But when it's time to do the real deal, Holyfield, he looking pretty big there too. When it's time to do the real deal, Holyfield, and get in there and compete, sometimes the body feel a little different. So like I said before, it's tons of athletes that are vegan. Yep, tons of them. Detroit Pistons Cade Cunningham is a vegan. Chris Paul is switching to a vegan lifestyle. It's all it is what it is. Do what you want to do. Thanksgiving ain't no macaroni and cheese and no yams and none of that. You can cycle on and off of being a vegan too, but you can say, well, I'm not eating red meat no more. I'm not eating pork no more. That's a huge change. You take steps to getting there. No pork, then you say no red meat. And you say, well, turkey, and you say, well, then you might say, well, I'm good. I'm fine with just doing turkey and chicken wings. Or you say, well, I want do chicken wings. I got cancer cells, whatever in here. It is what it is. But we've seen a lot of people. People are living longer regardless, and they cutting corners, and processed meats and all that type of stuff. So the number one rule about all of this, whatever lifestyle you choose to get, is the moderation and the activity level you got your body in. That's it. If your body is active and you keep it's like reading and keep your mind sharp, it's gonna be sharp when you need it. If you make sure your body stay in motion, you stay active, you stay with a workout routine to stimulate your body, still it's gonna run efficiently. It's just gonna run efficient. when people tell you about vegan they have a hard time getting, they say, well, I feel energy, but their protein be low. They have a hard time getting protein. They have a hard time, finding ways to supplement not getting what you get from some everyday diet. So it is what it is. I choose not to do it. You know, I can do without pork. I do without red meat, but turkey wings, turkey burgers, I can do without turkey. But turkey wings and chicken wings is my thing. I'm not really a big meat eater neither, though. So I could do it, but this is my opinion. But we'll see. Could this be an excuse if he lose? I don't see Canelo losing no time soon. So it's my humble opinion on that. But like I said before, it's nice and he getting bigger too. So I mean, obviously he got the money to find, hemp and I heard the hemp protein. I was reading something that allegedly it caused diarrhea and stuff of that nature. So I don't know, man. You can read up on some of this stuff, bro. So, like I said before, the whole thing about protecting animals and PETA, I definitely understand it. But like I said before, other animals eat other animals. It's the circle of life. It's the circle of life. That's what it is. It is the damn circle of life. That's the way it is. You don't eat the chicken, but the damn crow come down and eat the damn chicken. You see Peter going against the crow? No. So, like I said before, but the thing about chicken as well is about meat and some of the way it's processed, and the meat grade in the United States, USDA, is continuing to drop. That's something that the president should be looking at, is increasing the quality of meat and how it's inspected and what's get cut off. To me, that's a different type of question. But you talking about everything come from an animal. I mean, really, you're not supposed to be eating eggs anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's so I mean, it's a different conversation. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button, it's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase chance of notification. We go live, we drop a video. Check out the boxing news playlist. You can find me everywhere from Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, uh, Anchor, Spotify. Also, my financial donations there, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, all of my link tree that's linked in the description. Financially, you want to support the channel, done financially, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Some of that's rolling at the bottom of the screen and link tree also in the description. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you think in the comment section.